My name is Tabitha. I'm going as Natural Tabby. I try to find ways to use what I have at home and, apply it to, daily life stuff like, facials and DIYs and all that sort of stuff. And I follow a lot of people on YouTube, especially this one lady that I'll place her down below on the links below. And basically, this video is going to be on a DIY treatment for acne that I just did not so long ago, and I feel like it really, really, really works. It's one of those things that if you're really acne prone and you try it, you'll see the difference overnight. Like you can literally see this. You can literally see the swelling of the pimple or the acne. Like I have scarring because this was before that. And I decided to look this treatment up because someone at work actually told me, or they asked me, "Oh, are you pregnant because you have a lot of scars and acne in your face?" I'm like, no, I do not. Usually this is my face on a regular basis. I don't really wear makeup. I will be wearing makeup. Problem is I have like really sensitive skin, and a lot of the creams and stuff that I purchase, they burn my skin really bad. Like I'll break up in a rash, and I can't have that going on. Like I have, excuse the forehead, but I have too many issues with my skin, and unfortunately, my son inherited them too. So ever since he was born, I've been looking for alternatives that I can use on my face. So let's just get to it. I have here what you're gonna need. Cinnamon, very important. Any cinnamon you have should be fine. Make sure it's just real cinnamon. I don't know. I don't think there's fake cinnamon, but I've usually bought my cinnamon in the supermarket, and recently I went to Whole Foods and I found this one. Now, I don't know what the difference is. Maybe just the kind of cinnamon that it is, but it smells so good and it's so strong. So I've been using this. As far as honey, this is the honey I'm using. Now I'm on a budget. I couldn't find and afford uh, more localized honey or more organic, but this comes close. Um, it's pure honey. Just make sure it's not with cornstarch. Very important. Aside from the honey and cinnamon, I have tea tree oil. Now, you don't need the tea tree oil, but I feel like it gives you the extra boost that you would need. It's it's a pure essential oil, and it works great with providing antibacterial properties. So, a container. This was a shot glass given to me by a coworker. So I don't really need to mix that much. I'm only mixing a little bit, and you'll see how much. So I'm using a shot glass. You don't need to use a shot glass. You can use any kind of container you want. A brush, because I want to apply it like I'm Picasso. I'm gonna, apply it all over my face, and I want to make sure that it's spreadable with this. This is usually what I use for my face mask. This is a tablespoon measurement. So I know you can't see it. It's kind of shaded. I use it a lot. But this is a tablespoon. And this is half of a teaspoon. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's half of a teaspoon. I'm going to start by taking my hair away from my face. And I'm going to take my tablespoon and my honey, my container, and measure about a tablespoon of honey. I'm just pouring it into my container, as you can see. Nothing fancy, nothing special. You can use less if you want to. It's not specific. This is just the quantity that I chose to start with. Okay. then I'm going to take my half a teaspoon. Doesn't need to be half a teaspoon. You can use a full teaspoon instead of half. And I'm going to take my cinnamon. And I am going to take a teaspoon out. So I'll be taking 2 of these halves to make. Okay, now my honey and my cinnamon are inside. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use another half a teaspoon because I feel like that's a lot of honey for my cinnamon. So here's another half. And now I'm personally going to use tea tree oil. You don't need tea tree oil. You can use it by itself. When I did it the first day, actually, I saw the difference when I woke up the next day because I tried it on my whole face, but it was mostly for the acne I was receiving here. Sorry, excuse my son. You know, us women get our little hormonal imbalances during the month, and you know, things tend to pop up around our faces or bodies or wherever. So, yeah, I'm gonna add tea tree oil. Now, this is hard to say because, okay, I'm gonna just, for the sake of this video, say I'm gonna add, I guess, half a teaspoon, a little under. Oh gosh, yeah, a little under a teaspoon. A little under half of a teaspoon because you don't really need that much, and I think I did too much. But hold on, let's see how that works out. Yeah, I've tried other stuff before, and I already suffer from like really dry skin. I even suffer from like dry patches, and now I'm okay. Sorry, so I'm taking my brush, and with the tip, I'm just mixing it in. Just mixing. And don't worry about how hard it gets because it's going to get kind of clumpy. Just mix. Keep mixing. Mix. Okay. After you're done mixing, you're going to see this. This is going to come out. Now, what you're going to do with this is apply it all over your face. Try to avoid your eyes, your eyebrows. You know, we're not pulling it off, so I just try to take the majority of it off. It kind of looks like poop on the face, which is what I told my son when I first did it. He said, "Mommy, it looks like poop," but yeah. Continue applying until you cover your face or the spot. You can do spot treatments. You don't have to do your whole face. Okay. Because of the tea tree oil, it kind of burns my eyes a little bit. I told my son I look like a poopy face. I actually posted this on my Instagram, and I had a few people ask me what it was because they needed something for their acne. Decided to make a video, just post it on my channel to show what it is. Now, I did mine's kind of thick this time. You can, I guess I added too much cinnamon, but it's okay. Still gets the job done. Continue applying until you cover all the problem areas. Try not to get it everywhere, but it's okay. I'm saying it works because I had a pimple right where my brush is. I had a whole bunch of pimples, and after I applied this twice, like literally, I did it yesterday and the day before. It was right here in this area. I had pimples that were coming up, and they were red. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna do this again and see how it works out. And it worked. The pimple is going away. It's not red anymore. It's not growing. You know, when I first decided to do this mask, I had a huge pimple, right? Not on this side, but on this side. And it was just, it had my whole cheek swollen. So it wasn't one of those that you can pop, but it was there. It was going to get even bigger and uglier. So this you want to leave on for about 30 minutes to an hour. Like I am taking my whole little cup. And, you know, you go about whatever you're doing. And you might have a little bit of like some drippage because of the honey, but it's okay. Yeah. So I began to have some now, which is the reason why I brought my paper. So yeah, this is what you come out with just honey, cinnamon, and tea tree oil. Remember that combo. I don't recommend you lick it because of the tea tree oil, but you know, if you don't put tea tree oil, you can lick it and taste it. See, it's just honey and cinnamon. Something you have in your kitchen already. You'll be surprised how well it works. But yeah, this is what you have. I'm gonna wait for about an hour because that's what I want to do. I feel like the longer I leave it on, the better it is. But you get to see the reaction that the mask makes. Like literally, after you take the mask off, you see the difference a little bit. But aside from that, like overnight when you go to sleep, or as the days progress, let's say you do this every day, leave it on for 30 minutes, or you know, just make sure. I would prefer to wash my face first and then do this mask because I would rather the benefits of the mask penetrate into my pores and my skin rather than, you know, just come home and make the mask, put it on, and my pores are, sorry, I'm tired. My pores are clogged with dirt from outside or from sweat or from whatever. And, you know, it just makes no sense. It makes more sense to wash your face and then do this. So if you like this video, please subscribe, like my video. I guarantee that this thing works. Like I vouch for this because I have tried it a few times and I see that it works. I've recommended it to a few people and they've asked me what it is exactly that I did. And this is it. You know, usually a person doesn't like to wear makeup most of the time. I'm very lazy. And because I have sensitive skin, I can't really try a lot of stuff. So this is what works. This is what I'm going to stick with. It doesn't over dry my face at all. And, you know, once you wash it off with like, you know, warm water, because, you know, with the honey, you use warm water, it kind of melts off a little faster. Because with cold water, it doesn't really come off. It kind of gets like a little harder. You don't want that. You want to take it off. So, yeah. So I'll be back in about an hour. I'm going to leave this on. And then after I wash my face, you can see how I look. You might not notice it right away, but I'll notice the difference. See ya. Hey, so I'm back. And I just finished washing off the cinnamon and honey. Now, I don't have any makeup on my face, but I did prep my face, so you'll see it a little more shiny than it was. But that is my Radiant Glow oil from Derma E, and it's not a greasy oil. It kind of like gets absorbed into the skin. It feels nice and silky. I don't have blush on. My face is just naturally pink. But I don't know if, like, I hardly have any acne. My skin is not perfect, but I'm not. Look, I even have. Oh, I gotta wash my hair. I have some cinnamon there, but yeah, it's working for me. That's the pimple I was talking about earlier, and for the most part, it really does work. Um, as you can tell, my pimples are going away. I have some scarring. These are some pimples that attempt to come out, and because of the mask, they've been going away. So yeah, so far so good. Try it out. Let me know in the comment below how the mask is working for you. I have a few other masks that I'm gonna be posting, but I wanted to start with this one because this one is really important. I actually do like it a lot, and I've been using it, so hopefully it works for you. Subscribe and like my video, and I will see you soon. Peace.